everybody.
Hello.
I'm Shannon.
I'm Cynthia.
Welcome to COVID-19 $10 quilt.
A very different version from our previous formats.
But we're going to make the best of it.
Yeah, we're excited about it actually. It's a whole brand new thing to try. We'll see how it goes.
It is, for sure. So we would like to direct you to the email that you received in your email within the last, I think it was Sunday perhaps that you received that email, or in the next day or two if you signed up recently. It has all the information you need in there. It has links to the fabric requirements. It also has links to the special $10 quilt page that we've designed on our website that will provide you with more information and the links to the products that we're going to talk about today.
Okay, and this is an experiment, so we'll just see how it works.
We'll see how it goes. So for our $10 quilt, COVID style, we will be sending a video out for you every month for you guys to enjoy. And somewhere in that video we're going to say a secret word, which we'll say maybe now, maybe in the middle, maybe at the end. You'll have to watch the video to see. And throughout the video we'll be talking about different products that we have in the store, and you guys can enjoy 20% off of those products for the entire month. You can come into the store and pick them up, or you can order them online through our website.
Yeah, and if there's anything you want to see up close, we will have them on display in the store so that you'll be able to check it out, because sometimes it's hard in translation with a video.
Absolutely.
So, what we're going to mention?
Shop Hop.
We have a new Shop Hop that we're joining. It's it's our COVID version of our fall Shop Hop that we always do with some stores to the north. We have a few more stores that are joining us this year, and it's going to be an online Shop Hop, and there'll be lots of prizes and discounts, lots of things coming up, so we'll be sending out full details about that soon, but it's September 24th to 27th.
Thursday through Sunday.
All right,
Am
so
I going first, or
I
you
will
going
begin.
first? Okay.
Okay, so I want to tell you about a new endeavor. Moda's actually done this for a few years. I'm going to bring my little poster a bit closer. So it's Moda's Project Jelly Roll, and this is to celebrate Sew a Jelly Roll Day, which this year is September 19th. And we are encouraging you to try your hand at using pre-cuts for a quick and easy project. And there's lots and lots of free patterns that are going to be available. The link will be in this email, or you can go and check it out from our website. But there's lots of free patterns for jelly rolls from Moda. And they also have brought out a new set of gorgeous jelly rolls.
Awesome.
This is from the extremely popular Grunge collection that a lot of you probably have heard about. So these are Grunge Junior Jelly Rolls. They contain 20 2.5-inch strips that you are just open up the package and you're ready to go with project. So this one is called Cool Change. It's a palette of blues, purples, and teals, one of my favorite color palettes. This one is called Glorious Autumn, and it's absolutely spectacular. Lots of beautiful fall colors. My husband and I were out on Sunday and we actually saw some glimmers of fall color, believe it or not. This one is called Silver Lining. It's a range of grays from very dark through very light, and it is just beautiful, very elegant. And then lastly, we have Stitch Pink, which is a really nice range of shades in pinks. So you can use these Grunge jelly rolls in the patterns, or you can use jelly rolls of your own choosing, other ones from our store. These Grunge Junior jelly rolls are $42.99, and the patterns will be PDFs, and they are free, of course.
Okay, I'm going to tell you about a fat quarter bundle and a pattern. This fat quarter bundle is spectacular. It says winter to me. It's just a beautiful collection of fabrics. There's 4 different ones. The pattern that we're suggesting is called Take 4. So as it implies, you take 4 fat quarters and you put them together in various ways to come up with 4 different but yet similar placemat tops. The fat quarter bundle is $19.99, and the Take 4 placemat pattern is $14.99, less your 20%.
Excuse me. Okay. Now this is a really, really neat new product. This is called Wonder Pins. It's a brand new product from Clover. These are very, very cleverly designed pins for pin basting a quilt. And I know that lots of people don't pin baste, but these might actually convert you back to a more traditional method. Our package here contains 20 Wonder Pins. It is a modification of a traditional safety pin. I'm going to hold it as close as I can. I hope you can see it. It's got a metal shaft at the bottom with the sharp pointed end, of course. But the housing on the other side is all plastic. And it's widened at one end, so that's really easy to grip. And the other end has the little hook for your pin to do a pin. But this is so cleverly designed, you can do this with one hand. So I know this is going to be really hard to see. Why don't we go a little bit closer? Okay, so if I pop my pin in through all my layers and just feed it up to the other far end, and then I can do that up. That's all done up just with one hand. And you can undo it, take it out, back in, and it works just like a charm. It's incredible. So for anyone with arthritis in their hands or fingers, carpal tunnel, any kind of, or you're lazy, any kind of difficulty with manipulating small objects like that, it's just a piece of cake. It's worth every penny. There's 20 pins in the package. They are $26.99. You will have your 20% discount, so I highly recommend getting one of these quickly while you can enjoy the 20% discount. It's a little bit of an investment price, but for the ease of use, it is so worth it. These are awesome.
Okay, I'm going to talk to you today about rulers from Studio 180. Studio 180 is the company that belongs to Deb Tucker. She is a genius, an absolute quilting genius. She's designed rulers to make very complicated looking blocks easy to do. She puts them into bite-sized portions. She has you make things larger and then trim them down, and they are precise and accurate, and you look like a quilting whiz whether you are or not. She has some very basic rulers that she uses to make very stunning blocks, and then she's got some more complicated rulers, but none of them are, sorry, I should say complicated blocks, but none of them are difficult to use. What I'm going to tell you about today is called the Tucker Trimmer. There's 3 different sizes. What the Tucker Trimmer is used for is to cut down half square triangles. And most of you are familiar with what a half square triangle is. It's this unit right here, where you have 2 different colored fabrics that make up a square. And they're obviously in the shape of a triangle. Tucker Trimmer 1 cuts half and full inch sizes. Tucker Trimmer 2 cuts 1/4 and 3/4. And Tucker Trimmer 3 cuts back to, we're back to the ½ inch and inch increments, but it's a larger ruler. As you can see, it goes up to 13 inches. So they are both, or all 3 of them are fantastic, just depending what your need is for them. It just makes your piecing so precise and so awesome. You cannot be without them. They all come with instructions. They have, here, can I hold anything? You can, sure. The instructions have charts that show you what size you need to start with and what you'll end up with. They have suggestions as to what else you can do with it, and they even have some pattern suggestions for blocks. They're fabulous instructions. They also have great YouTube support. She's got YouTube videos, and she's got Pinterest, and just thousands of ideas of things you can do. The rulers are clear and concise and well laid out. They don't have extra marks that you don't need. So I will quickly show you how you use the Tucker Trimmer. It's good for doing 3 different sorts of things. You can do a half square triangle, which looks like that. You can do a combination unit, and you can also do a 1/4 square triangle. So basically the piecing is done as you normally would, and it's at the end of the process that you use the ruler to trim it down. So for any half square triangle, the easiest way is to put 2 squares together, right sides together. You draw diagonal lines, and then you stitch on those diagonal lines from corner to corner, and you cut down the center, giving you 2 half square triangles. And then you use the ruler to trim them down. So based on what size you want, you line the diagonal line up with the diagonal, trim it slightly, flip the ruler over, and do the same thing to the exact size that you need it. To do a combination unit, you start with a half square triangle and a full square of fabric, one color. You layer them up right sides together. Again, you draw your diagonal lines and sew on your diagonal lines. You cut down the center, and when you open it up, you have your combination unit. Same process with the ruler. You line the diagonal line up with the diagonal line on the fabric, or the seam, and you trim a little bit off, flip it over, and line it up to the exact size you need it, and trim the rest off. 1/4 square triangle is very much the same, except you're using 2 half square triangle units to make your 1/4 square triangle. So you line them up, right sides together, nest the seams, draw and sew your lines from corner to corner, then you trim the, cut down the center of it, and you end up with 2 quarter square triangle units. Same process with the ruler. Use the diagonal line on the ruler to line up with the diagonal seam. You trim a little bit off, flip it over, put it to the exact size that you need it, and trim the rest off. And you have a perfect unit. And if the smaller units in your blocks or your quilts are perfect, then your quilt is going to be perfect or more close to perfect.
So the piecier your quilt, the more you're going to appreciate this.
So the price of the rulers has gone up, unfortunately. Some of you may or may not be aware that acrylic and plastic and all that sort of thing is in hot demand right now. There's a shortage worldwide. It's used for PPE and plexiglass and all sorts of things.
All the screening we've got and everybody else has got.
Everything you see, it's being used up. Of course, supply and demand, the price has gone up. The Tucker trimmer, 1 and 2,
$42.99.
they're both $42.99. The Tucker trimmer 3, the bigger guy, is $67.99. Well worth every single penny.
Oh yeah.
You can't go wrong. Absolutely not.
I love those rulers.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think lastly we want to show you this fabulous new quilt. It's called Crown of Thorns. It's a pattern from Jerry Robinson of Planted Seed Designs, and it uses a fabric collection called Serenity from Riley Blake. I just love the elegance and sort of quietness of blacks, grays, taupes all together. It's absolutely spectacular. And the pattern really shows up beautifully. It's quite gorgeous. Lou pieced that for us. So we have prepared some kits, and I'm just going to come a little bit closer so you can see. So there's the pattern, and the kit contains all the fabrics that you need for the top and the binding, and it's priced at $249.99. The finished size is 64 by 80, so it's a nice size quilt. This is one of the rare exceptions that we do not offer the discount on this kit. It is literally brand new, hot off the press, so these are going to be full price. As always, with something so beautiful, they do tend to go quickly, so if you'd like to get one, either phone us and we can set it aside, or go online and purchase it, or you can pop into the store and see us.
Absolutely.
And our word this
our
week,
secret word, I would have
yes,
forgot.
I had a lovely outing with my husband on Sunday, and we went to visit some waterfalls. So our word this week is waterfall.